Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Today I want to film another one of my eye looks. I've done a few on my channel. So I want to go again. All my eye looks are kind of like a bit gothy, a bit grungy. So I want to kind of channel, I guess it's like gothic glam. Yeah. So I want to do a really kind of like dark eye. So yeah, I kind of want to do like a nude halo situation on the top with a lot of like darkness. I don't know if that's kind of like making sense, but I kind of have a vision in my mind. I've not practiced this, so I'm going to kind of be doing it with you. So it's kind of like a get ready eye look, and if it goes well, I'll be wearing it a bit more. I would love it if you can like and subscribe. It would mean an awful lot to me. And yeah, let's get into it. My sunburn looks really bad. I got sunburn on the weekend in just one line, even though I had the rest of my shoulders out. I had like a halter top on and it just kind of like, anyway, it looks worse than it is, I think. Anyway, ignore that. So I'm going to go off, I'm going to do all of my base, everything, and then we're going to come back and do the eyes. So I'll see you when I'm ready. Okay guys, so I'm back. I look a bit like stark, but in person I feel like I don't look that like white. I'm just adding some more bronzer. I did use kind of like a full coverage foundation because I want it to look kind of matte. Okay, so let's get into the eyes. If you've got any questions about my base, just ask below and I'll kind of like let you know what I've used on my base, but I'll kind of just leave all the details below of like the eye products that I use. So yeah, let me just zoom you in. Okay, so here we are, and I literally just have some like leftover like concealer on my eyes. I'm gonna go with my VIEVE eye wand, and I'm just gonna kind of just use this as my eye shadow base and kind of put this all over. And I am just gonna take my, am I gonna take my finger? No. I'm gonna take like just a little brush and just kind of like pack that on and just blend it out. And as you can see, it just gives me like a really nice, very like clear base. I know this is going to be quite a dark eye, and a lot of people do their eyeshadow first. I just hate it. Like, I really just don't like it. So if I get fallout, I'll make it work. For palettes, I've got my three of my like cool toned palettes. So I've got my VIEVE 90s palette. I've got this Primark Smolder palette, and then I've got my Makeup Revolution Timeless Fantasy palette, which is one of my favourites. So quite cool toned, and what I'm going to start with is kind of working on colour to the top. I want to create kind of like a nudie halo eye. So yeah, so I'm going to take neutral colours, so Chic and Fantasy from my Revolution palette, and I've not powdered my eyelid, and I'm just going to create like a halo kind of shape, so kind of on the outside and on the inside as well. We're kind of just leaving that centre bit. And because I haven't powdered my eye base, it's kind of like a bit sticky and tacky, and just really good for like colour. And I'm kind of bringing it out. And I'm gonna kind of do both eyes together. I find that easier for me, I know, because I kind of like forget what I've done. And I've recently started doing halo eyes, and I think they're like really flattering on my eye shape. They've never really been something that I've done like loads of, but since I've been like playing with makeup, they've kind of been something a bit more, I guess, exciting to do. Okay, then I'm going to go in with a clean brush and just a slightly lighter colour and just kind of like, just make sure everything's like really blended. Then I'm going to go in with a slightly darker colour. I'm going to go in with this kind of like grey from the 90s palette. And these are so pigmented. And I'm just going to kind of, just at the very corner, intensify. I don't know if you can really see that it's doing anything, but... And then I'm going to go in with this really like kind of like light colour. It's almost like a powder. And I'm going to just put that in the middle so it's like quite intensely kind of white. And just blend out a tiny bit so it's just kind of looks a little bit seamless. That it's kind of like all blending. And at this stage, I guess with a halo eye, you just kind of need to keep kind of building. If you feel like you need a bit more darkness, you can kind of add that in. And then from Low Rise on the 90s palette, which is like a darker grey, I'm going to kind of start buffing this kind of under. And I'm kind of a big brush. And I'm just kind of working this directly under. Coming kind of quite low. And kind of like V'ing, like not, yeah, like a V at the side. And kind of going right in the corner as well. I want it to almost look like I'm not had a lot of sleep. Like I'm giving myself like an eye bag. And I find when I'm using dark colours, I take brushes that are quite long and I hold them at the bottom. I've kind of heard makeup artists talking about this. I kind of, because I'm like a creative, I kind of know about like when I'm holding a pencil or a pen, the like further away from like the nib you hold it, the like freer the stroke. But I guess like painting a picture and painting your face is quite similar. So I kind of have that knowledge, which I guess is how I apply this. But I have seen makeup artists talk about that kind of like free movement you get from holding it like near the bottom. If you hold your makeup brushes at the top, it's going to be a lot like of a bolder mark you're making. Little tip. Okay, kind of done the bottom. I am then going to take my VIEVE Eye Wand in Espresso. I love these. I want more colours, please, VIEVE. I feel like they kind of brought out quite a few, and then we've not really had a launch in a long time, and I feel like we could be getting a couple of colours every few months and I'd probably be buying them. I'm now going to take, this is in Espresso, is it Espresso? Yeah, Espresso. And I'm just going to take it on like a really little kind of like little angle brush. And I'm just going to work with this little angle brush, and I'm also going to take this kind of brush. Like it's got kind of like a point and it's like a detail brush. And I'm basically going to switch between the two. So if you do have these Makeup by Ariel ones, it's the A7 and the A16. And I'm going to kind of load them both up with product. And then what I'm going to do is, if I can do this right, I'm very bad at eyeliner. This is like a, what's it called, like PSA. Not good. Always the worst thing. Give me base products, I can do the perfect base. Eyeliner, absolutely not. But what I want to do is I just want to kind of smudge out darkness around my eye. I don't know how this is going to go. So I'm going to kind of go in to the waterline, to my upper lid line, and just kind of add on pig like colour, because I really want it to be smudgy, and this is what I just never can really do well. I see all the girlies creating like really nicely smudged out stuff, and that's just what I struggle with. But I'm kind of just going back and forth and like blending out that kind of line that I've put down, so nothing is that harsh. Okay, and I'm also going to do this kind of under. I don't want it to be too big, because that's what I normally do. I normally go OTT. See, this is where we have to remember that I have hooded eyes, and so this look works on my like raised, but if I drop my eye down, it doesn't necessarily look that great. Right, I am gonna just go over all of this with, I want to go over it almost like with a grey, just to almost like cool it down, because it's looking a tiny bit warm. Again, things just throw up so warm on my skin, and actually I don't really have much fallout. And then next I'm going to go in with like a black kohl liner, and I'm just gonna tight line, so it's like black. Right, now I need to try and do all of this on the other eye, which is stressful. So I'm gonna kind of just zoom through this with you. Okay, I think we're done. I wish I just had like more eye space, because I feel like all that kind of work we did before just gets lost when I like relax. Okay, so next we're going to finish off the look with some mascara, and I've got my iconic London, what are these called, triple threat mascara, and I am basically going to just really just coat my lashes a lot of mascara. I'm going to put on like a falsie, but I just love how this mascara is like so black and intense, and it's a very like volumizing mascara, so I find it's like perfect for false lashes, because it kind of like volumizes them in all like the right areas, and instantly just by adding the mascara it's kind of like brought the look a bit more together. Okay, and then for lashes I've got these like thick ones. I think these are VIEVE. With my half lashes I don't keep like tabs on where they're from, but I'll have a look on the VIEVE website and see if it is them. Whilst my eyelashes dry, let me just zoom out, and then I'm just going to go in with my lip combo, and I've got this Maybelline colour, what is it, colour Sensational in Gone Grey. Such a really nice like grey, like nudie grey. It's almost like a purple. Like so. It's quite vampy, but I like it. And then I'm going to go in with my Posh Spice from Jeffree Star again. A grey. It's got a tiny bit of warmth in it. Like it's a tiny bit less purple than the lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of concealer and just dab this in the centre. I feel like that's very like 2016 lip. And I'm just going to take these lashes and just put them on the edge. What I do just want to do is I want to bring down underneath my eyes a bit more. I want to just go a bit rogue and a bit, if we're going to do gothy glam, I want to like go for it. So what I'm doing is with these kind of like greys, I'm just dabbing in between the two, and yeah, just kind of really lowering my lower lash line. And these VIEVE shadows are so pigmented, so you just be like, if you do have this palette, just be like super light with it. Okay, and here we have it. So I think this is kind of like a gothy glam. Love the lip combo. Skin is just kind of like matte and super easy. And yeah, the eye is definitely giving like dark, smoky, vampy, gothy. I do kind of wish I'd just kind of done something and just light. I don't think I'd try the halo again, because I just feel like you don't see it when I put the eyeliner on. So I'd either not take the eyeliner all across next time, or I would just kind of do like a really light like kind of grey on top. But yeah, really happy with this look actually. I think it looks really cool. Let me know what you think below. I love hearing your guys' comments. It means an awful lot to me when people take the time to leave lovely comments down below. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this kind of like eye look and kind of getting to this point with me. It is a journey, like I say before. I'm not a makeup artist. I just kind of sit down and play, and I bring you along with me. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, and I'm actually going to a friend's birthday on Saturday, so I think I might do something a little bit similar. It is going to be hot, so maybe I might do less of a base but kind of like a really dark smoky eye. But yeah, definitely a look I'm going to do again. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you again super soon.